Okay, good morning, all of you. My name is Bigman Astani. Today we are going to share with you about motivation story. The objective of this lesson, at the end of the lesson, the students will be able to demonstrate their knowledge by creating the story based on the sequence pictures. First thing that I'm going to do, I'm going to distribute the cards to each student on which they are going to draw the pictures related to the stories of their own. After I let them to share the pictures which they have drawn on their cards to the remaining of the classroom. After sharing, it means that the student will get the good time to ask one another the questions related to the picture that they will have drawn. And after that, I ask them to do in pairs. Okay, after finishing that step, it means that it will be my own time to give out the cards on which there must be the picture of two animals. There must be animal hair and there must be animal turtles. It means that I ask them to create the story based on those two animals, hair and tortoise. After creating them, the story let's do those two pictures, hair and turtles. I ask them to exchange the stories created by them. That they have to exchange with the menu with the classroom. After that, they have to interview one another on what they have created. After them collecting one another through the story created by their own, I take the time to read the first paragraph of my own story. There was a speedy hare who bragged about how fast he could run. Tired of hearing him boast, the turtles challenged him a race. All the animals in the forest gathered to watch. That is our first paragraph of the story. After that, you've heard it. So, do you know, or can you, or take a piece of paper to do what? To complete or to finish that story. That's our first paragraph. Once was a speedy hare who bragged about how fast he could run. Tired of hearing him boast, the turtles challenged him a race. All the animals in the forest gathered to watch. So, take a piece of paper and finish that story. It means that it will be the good time for the student to complete the story. It means that everyone will complete it according to their or his or her understanding. After finishing it, it means that it will be the good time to exchange the piece of papers created or the story created by the students through the remainder of the classroom. They have to exchange and they have to ask one another. And after that, they have to do in pairs. After, they have to share with the whole classroom. After it, I have to do the collection by reading the whole story. There once was a speedy hare who bragged about how fast he could run. Tired of hearing him boast, the turtles challenged him a race. All the animals in the forest gathered to watch. The hare ran down the road for a while and then paused to rest. He looked back at the tortoise and cried out, "How do you expect to win this race when you are walking along at your slow pace?" The hare stretched himself alongside the Lord and fell asleep, thinking, there is plenty of time to relax. The tortoise walked, never ever stopping until he came to the finishing line. The animals who were watching cheered so loudly for the tortoise that they woke up the hare. The hare stretched, yawned, and began to run again, but it was too late. Tortoise had already crossed the finish line. The moral of this story is slow and steady wins the race. Okay, it means that for the students it will be the good time to create or to share or to match the story that they have created their own, basing on the picture that have been given to the story that I'm going to give them. Okay? It means that the student will be able to create their own story basing on the picture that you would have, and according to the background history that I know, will be able to create their own story. Okay, thank you very much for listening.